Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. Now that's depending where you are in the world. I'm here live in London. It is preparation day, what we call Friday, preparation day. It is the 6th day of the week. In biblical terms, it's called preparation day, which is the day of preparation before the Sabbath, and the Sabbath draws on at sunset today. Doing our nighttime devotion. The devotional is called Conflict and Courage. The title today, Misplaced Love. We're looking at Psalms 105 verse 26. He sent Moses his servant and Aaron whom he had chosen. Aaron was a man of amiable disposition, whom God selected to stand with Moses and speak for him. God might have chosen Aaron as leader, but he who is acquainted with hearts, who understands character, knew that Aaron was yielding and lacked moral courage to stand in defense of the right under all circumstances, irrespective of consequences. Aaron's desire to have the good will of the people sometimes led him to commit great wrongs. The same lack of firmness for the right in his family resulted in the death of two of his sons. Nadab and Abihu failed to reverence the command of God to offer sacred fire upon their censers with the incense before him. Here is seen the result of loose discipline. As these sons of Aaron had not been educated to respect and reverence the commands of their father, as they disregarded parental authority, they did not realize the necessity of explicitly following the requirements of God. Contrary to God's express direction, they dishonored him by offering common instead of sacred fire. God visited them with his wrath. Fire went forth from his presence and destroyed them. Aaron bore his severe affliction with patience and humble submission. Sorrow and keen agony wrung his soul. He was convicted of his neglect of duty. He was priest of the Most High God to make atonement for the sins of the people. He was priest of his household, yet he had been inclined to pass over the folly of his children. He had neglected his duty to train and educate them to obedience, self-denial, reverence for parental authority. Through feelings of misplaced indulgence, he failed to mold their characters with high reverence for eternal things. Aaron didn't see any more than many Christian parents now see, that his misplaced love and the indulgence of his children in wrong was preparing them for the certain displeasure of God. His gentle remonstrance, without a firm exercise of parental restraint, and his imprudent tenderness toward his sons were cruelty in the extreme. Misplaced love. So in essence, what it's saying is, because Aaron didn't teach his children, his two boys, to respect and obey him as the parent, and to have reverence for God our Father, this is where they lost their way. And it's called loose discipline. Because they had not been educated to respect and reverence the commands of their father and of God. They disregarded parental authority. They didn't realize the necessity of explicitly following the requirements of God. And so instead of the fire and incense that they were required to use, they did it their own way. Could call it cutting corners, laziness, however it was, but that they did not do it the way God had instructed it to be done. And ultimately, they lost their lives because of that. Just the same way as if we are disobedient and we don't do things the way God requires us to do it, we will also lose our lives, not necessarily through his fire, but, well, ultimately it will be through his fire, but not right now, but in time to come. That would be, we would probably call losing your soul. You will not see eternity. You will not see heaven. You will not see, well, you might well see him coming, but not for long. But that's another conversation for another day. When he comes, who will see him? The Bible says every eye shall see him. But not every eye will remain seeing him, because you will be many will soon be extinguished. But in the meantime, trust and obey. There is no other way than to be happy in Jesus and to trust and obey. Enjoy Sabbath when it comes. God bless you.